Grandma, you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, son. What you want to talk about? No, I'm just here reading the word, talking to God.
Yeah.
But I got time for my grandbaby. What's going on?
Yeah, it's funny that you should mention the word. I've been dating this dude for quite a while, and you know, people not receiving it as well as I would hope. Since, you know, I mean, I know we in love. I know it's what the Bible say, but no, Grandma. If I felt like I was doing something wrong, I'd just stop.
Son, you know Grandma Peach is gonna tell you the truth.
This ain't of God now. This is not of God. Now, I know some people will say we homophobic. But you know, Grandma, if I was homophobic, I wouldn't have nothing to do with you. But I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because I'm not homophobic. But on what God says. On what He saying. And you know Grandmama gonna love you regardless of what you do. That's how God does us. He loves the sinner, but He hates the sin. See, what we got to do is we got to acknowledge that what we're doing is wrong. But see, right now, son, the devil got a lot of people blinded. But I'm going to tell you, it's a trick. It's a trick from the enemy. You are a handsome, young black man. Tell me, how can you have a child with another man?
Can you answer that with?
No, it's a doctor.
But see, that's where the trick come in, son.
You adopting somebody else's child. But God got a great seed inside of you. See, that's a trick of the enemy. He already knows that two men cannot procreate. He already knows that two women cannot procreate.
See, this thing ain't about no rights. See, God's original design will not be undermined. You understand? Now, the choice is yours. I love you regardless of how you live your life. But Grandmama gonna tell you the truth. Son, because I want your soul to be saved. When you leave your body, I want you to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're gonna see God's face. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It ain't all about just no same-sex marriage. Those of us that's lying, cheating, stealing, having sex with animals, and women and men and men, everybody got their place in the lake of fire. Now, what we don't want to do is put God to the test for real. Because we going to leave this earth. And when we leave this body, we got to know that we're going to see God's face in peace. Son, I want you to think about this before you go marrying that man. You got children inside of you. He has children inside of him. The enemy will do anything that he can to stop the seed from coming through. He'll do all he can, son.
You need your own children. You don't need to adopt nobody else's children. Because how they got them children? They got busy with one another and made the child a man and a woman. Not no man and no man, and not no woman and no woman. But it's your life. But then again, think about it. It ain't your life. Jesus gave up a whole lot for our life. Our life ain't our own. Our body ain't our own, son. Jesus paid a heavy price. But the one thing I can tell you that's good and true.
Listen to Grandma Peaches. You still alive, ain't you?
Yeah.
You still alive and you're breathing.
I'm breathing.
Now you got a chance. And you have a choice, son, to do the right thing before it's too late and you don't have a choice. Now you think about what Grandmama said. Before you go and you do something that will cost you your soul. And I got something else for you too before I go. Because I got to go to Bible study. But I cut everything from my grandbaby. Because see, God loved this right here. I talked to a few gay people the other day. Oh, yes. Oh, I don't treat them no different. Because they're humans and I love them. They got some sweet spirits. Just as sweet as they want to be. But guess what they said? Grandma Peaches, we ain't even down with this marriage stuff. So what you gonna call them? Homophobic? They living the same lifestyle. But deep down on the inside, they know that it's not right. It's not right. And it ain't right for a man to be cheating on his wife either. Or a wife to be cheating on her husband. That's wrong too. But see, now, the gate has been opened. The enemy have found a breach in the spirit. So now, anything may be lawful now. If a woman love her daddy, they might pass that law and say, oh, okay, the daughter can marry the daddy. Or the brother can marry the sister. You see where I'm going with this, son? So think about it before you go do this thing, yeah? Okay? Mm-hmm. You got me? You ask grandmama the question, and grandmama just being real.
I got you.
And I love you. You remember that now? Grandmama love you. And you go and you think about this thing. You got children that got to come out of you. And you will never be able to have a child of your own if you do this. Okay? All right.